boys and girls. We're going to continue our story today with Abner Penedus. The cry of a baby boy pierced the cool night air in the town of Santa Rosa de Capa, Honduras. And we see a map here, and we see where Honduras is. It's bordered by Mexico and Brazil. And all I can think is it's a hot day here, and it's probably a lot hotter there. But that's where we are today in our story. Now, most babies, as we know, are born in a hospital, but little Abner Peneda was born right in the church where his father was the pastor. As Abner grew, he loved to play soccer and marbles and all kinds of games with his friends, Rene, Osvaldo, and Carlos. The boys enjoyed making, guess what, slingshots. And I happen to have a slingshot right here. And this is a slingshot that my son made when he was a young boy. And I'm sure he'd like it back now. But slingshots were a lot of fun to these boys, and they made them from small branches of the guava tree with pieces of leather and long rubber bands. And they used them to practice shooting things just for fun. And perhaps you have done that yourself. When Abner was 8 years old, he liked going to church an awful lot. And I'm sure, boys and girls, some of you are missing church an awful lot, and we are certainly missing you. But he loved going to church each Sunday, and he especially loved going to Sunday school. And I know how you love coming to Children's Connections. Their teacher, their Sunday school teacher, her name was Miss Vigil, and that was what she liked to be called. One Sunday, the children were coloring a picture of heaven, and Miss Vigil said, only Christians who believe in Jesus could color that picture. And Abner began to think, am I a Christian? After all, I was born in a church. Did being born in a church and going to church all my life, Abner said, make me a Christian? No, said Abner's father and mother, who were actually Christians. Would that make Abner a Christian if he went to church every Sunday and if he was born in a church? Well, his parents say no. And even if your mother and father are Christians, you must make your own decision to trust in Jesus as your Savior from sin. And Abner already knew this. He knew he was a sinner. And he also knew that Jesus had come to earth to die on the cross to pay for absolutely everyone's sins, including Abner's, including mine, and including yours. And he prayed with Miss Vigil right then, trusting Jesus as his Savior. There was only one day a year that Abner and his friends were most excited about, and that was the annual festival de Santa de Rosa. And it was an exciting time of year. Abner and his friends could hardly wait. There would be Ferris wheels, games, parades, horses, rodeos. Oh, it would just be so much fun. I'm sure you have done these sorts of things, like when you go to Wonderland. How exciting is that? Abner closed his eyes and imagined the sweet taste of cotton candy melting in his mouth. He would have so much fun with Carlos, Rene, and Osvaldo. They would run through huge crowds of people to be the first in line for the Ferris wheel. Have you ever done that? Got out of your car and just wanted to run to be first in line? He imagined winning the prize in the ring toss game. Abner and his friends talked of nothing else for weeks. I'm going to win the biggest prize, Carlos bragged. I'm going to hit the most targets in the target shooting game, Osvaldo said. But Abner's excitement was just dampened when he thought about asking his parents for money to play games with his friends. He knew that they would not give him money for things that weren't important. There were 7 people in their family, and his parents worked so hard for what little money they made. They had to spend it so carefully. I know, this is Abner thinking on his own now. Oh, I know where my mother keeps the change, Abner thought. It won't hurt if I just take a little. They won't even notice it's gone. And then I can play all the games I want with my friends. Oh, my boys and girls, what do you think Abner will do? Will he steal the money from his mother, or will he do the right thing? Let's find out next time. Oh, it's been wonderful being with you, and I just feel like this was such a beautiful opportunity for me to be able to read you this story. So till next time.